Hello, everyone. I'm so excited to be here. So thanks to Emily for inviting me here. My name is Antoinetta. I'm VP Partnerships and Customer Marketing at Smule. And I will be talking today about scaling our global community and having our users helping us build our business. So to start, I will just use a video to show you what Smule is about instead of describing it.
Smule, way more than an app. It is a place where you meet some of the most amazing people.
You can sing with literally anyone in the entire world.
It's the #1 most downloaded singing app on the App Store.
So I'm gonna love you like I'm gonna lose you. I'm gonna hold you. You are the one you've been waiting for all of my life.
So high, what's that? Before we go.
Okay. Let's sing together.
It's Jason Derulo.
It's Smule Official.
I'm singing with you.
What's up, guys?
It's a fun place to be, and it's also a great community. So I want to start by talking about factors that we've investigated, like everyone else, wanted to know what helps us retain users, what helps us monetize users. And we were like, okay, let's explore. Gender, okay, it has some impact on retention, but nothing really exciting. Age, older people have more money, duh. Tenure, so how long you've been with the app, same thing. Country, obviously wealthier countries are willing to pay more. Groundbreaking, right? But then we figured out that connected users retain a lot longer and are willing to pay more, a lot more. So this is what drives our retention, and this is what drives our revenue, being connected. And within Smule, being connected means singing with someone, but not like with Moana or Lewis Capaldi, but with a real person and connecting, making a relationship with that person. So this is a sentiment analysis we did very recently to just show you how positive our community is. 85% of our people say that they feel it's a super positive community, they feel supported by others, and they love being on it. So how does it happen? We say people come to Smule to sing, but then the reason they stay is because they have made friends. The first time we started using our community, it was random, so we're not that smart. We started uploading the songs in our catalog ourselves. Our music team did it, and they were able to only do 5 songs a week. So growing our catalog was a lengthy process. But then users figured out a way to upload arrangements themselves, and we grew from 5 a week to 5,000 a day. So this is how we're able to grow to a 14 million song catalog. And right now, it takes less than a day for a song that is popular to get on the app. It's amazing. So what can you use your users for? I think the simpler is to use them for feedback, to improve your product, to test your features. We've tried optimizing a page. We go to user feedback. We ask them, what do you use most about this page? How would you see improving it? And it helps us reduce iterations, obviously. We've also, after the TikTok hype, we were super popular on TikTok 2 years ago. We went viral with people just screen capturing themselves, singing on the app, just screen capturing the lyrics. So we're like, okay, they're interested in that. Let's develop lyric animations that look cool, fancy, offer different styles, so users can actually be simplified in doing what they're already doing. So this is an example of being inspired by your users. We've also asked them what feature do you want developed, and developed it afterwards. So it works super well. Caveat, and this is a very painful example, I have to say. So August, September 2020, we asked our users for feedback for new functionality that we were developing. And there were some negative comments, but they were like edge cases. You know, it's not the average user for sure, not the newer user that you would get. So we were like, OK, we will release it anyway. And what happened was users went to the App Store, and they changed their 5-star rating to 1 star. Terrible. I know, it took us months to recover from that. And was it a bad functionality? No. We are still developing it, and users love it. It was just our community is so strong, our users are so vocal, and they felt that we're not listening to them, that they're not being listened to. So that was the entire thing. We made a small tweak, minor change, and they were happy again. But it took us quite a while to recover. So my lesson number 1 is user feedback, great, but if you're not going to use it, don't ask for it, ever. The next thing we use our community for is user acquisition. So obviously, your existing users are the best brand advocates. Now, what you see on your left is our typical UA ads, and they are exactly the UGC from our app. It's either people singing or the lyrics or a combination of the two, but that works best for us. On your right is a mentorship program that we developed with our power users. So we were pairing new users with existing power users, asking the power users to record a video like an intro, hello, welcome to Smule. This is how you make the most out of the app. And you can start with this playlist of super easy songs. And it increased our creation, it increased our retention. So it's a super successful project for us. So then we were like, OK, it worked very well for user acquisition. Why not use it in TV? So we went and shot a TV spot. And we recruited 4 of our power users. We invited them. And so I have to tell you, 2 of them were great. The other 2 were just camera shy, so it didn't work out. We recorded the TV ad anyways. We started airing it. It went for like a month, and then we just cut out 2 of the users. So the next time around, when we went for TV ad, we just recruited actors. Again, a slightly embarrassing lesson, but it is there. I guess it's authentic only if you're showing them in their natural context. Once you take them outside of their natural context, it's no longer authentic, so it doesn't work. The third thing is about empowering the user. So if you want them to do stuff for you, you need to give them ownership of your product, ownership of being a community leader, and so forth. And the way we've done it so far is like educating them, giving them knowledge about upcoming product releases in advance, giving them the opportunity to be featured in our challenges, tapping into their networks, but also like promoting them, highlighting them, using them for our socials. And the third thing that is super important about empowerment is credibility. And this is a trickier one, so I will spend a little more time on that. So building credibility by giving them the opportunity to hold tutorials or webinars, good. What hasn't worked for us is the badging. So we thought if we give them a badge, then it shows, OK, these are the community leaders. You can turn to those people, and they will help you out. The problem was we gave a certain number of users badges, and at some point, others started reaching out. And they were valid requests. I mean, this guy has a badge. I have the same number of followers. Can I get one? Sure. Then the next one comes. I have less followers on Smule, but I have more on socials. Can I get a badge? There you go. I want American Idol. Can I get a badge too? Of course you can. There you go. But then at some point, it's hundreds and hundreds of requests coming in daily. And like, how do you make a choice? And you can't give everyone a badge, because then it defeats the whole purpose. So we haven't figured this one out yet. We might just go Instagram way and make them pay for the badge. I don't know, honestly. But what I want to say here is, like, you have to empower them, but when you do it, make it in a structured approach. So like build ambassador programs or whatever works within your product, but set clear criteria and make sure you do one-to-many communication, because otherwise you're not going to be able to manage it yourself or with a small team. What we say is, like, we connect the world through music, and just going global faces you with many more difficult decisions to make. So do you translate your app? In how many languages do you translate your app? I mean, India has 23, so it's a good question. What we figured out is that localizing for content is a lot more important than localizing for language. We do translate our app in 17 languages, but we do serve relevant content to our users. What we've also learned is that we keep it very simple. We don't use terms that translate difficult, and we always keep in mind that whatever you say in English will be double the characters in German or Russian. So we're just mindful of that. And then last, we cannot serve every market in the same fashion, so we just go for our top markets. And this is an example below. So we're doing webinars for Women's History Month, and we're doing one in US, one in Indonesia, one in India. Those are our top 3 markets with female leaders from each of those. And it's good enough. It's not everything, but I mean, with a small team, that's the best. So I'm going to play video for you again.
Hi, Smule community. It's me, Gio Portillo, the most famous Smuler on the app. Smule wanted me to share some exciting news for you this holiday season. Join the Smule #Holiday Challenge by sending holiday greetings to friends and family. We have selected popular holiday songs and made them shorter, thank God, so you can create the perfect holiday greeting. And they're all free. Check out the #Holiday Challenge promo page to discover all the different ways to surprise your friends and family in a unique way this holiday season. Join an artist or create a masterpiece with the background vocal options. Simply be sure to say your greeting at the beginning of the song, sing, and share it to your loved ones.
Hey, Smule friends, happy holiday!
Hey sis, I wish we could be together on Christmas, so I'm sending this song to you.
This is for you, my friend. I hope you like it.
Lastly, send your holiday greetings to your friends and family and spread the joy during the holiday season. Because that's the first thing Aunt Judy asked for, a video of you barking out Hark the Herald Angels Sings with Mariah Carey. 10 or more selected users will be featured on Smule Challenge playlist, socials, and Smule Global in 4 weeks. It's gonna be a long holiday season.
I find him hilarious. I love Gio, and he's doing a much better job than we would. But this wouldn't work in Indonesia. It wouldn't even work like in this version in the entire US because it's just too specific. It's not very broad. So when we used it, we actually cut it. And what I'm trying to say here is that it's more important to account for the culture, not so much for the language or for the country. Just to wrap it up, your community can help you with anything. I've had a couple of discussions, and everyone asks me, so where do I start? And I say, you start with your product. You see where people make a connection, where can they build a community? Because you will not be able to build a global community, not with a team of 3, 5 people, for sure. Like if you're Google, then maybe, yeah. So they have to build it for themselves. And you can support them. Like our users, they do meetups on the ground, they organize it themselves. We can surely help them out by promoting those meetups, but we cannot go on ground in every single country and organize it for them. It's just not scalable. And to wrap up on the lessons, so feedback is important, use it, or don't ask for it. Community is your best advocate, use that one as well, but do it so contextually. And then you need to empower your users, but set clear rules in doing so. And global means you reach more people, but then you get the extra complexity. And ultimately, it has to be a win-win for both sides. We're not paying our users to do that. We are kind of giving them promotion, exposure, we're helping them out with stuff, but we want it to be genuine, and we try to keep it that way. And I think it's a hard job, but it pays off. So our community is great. We have a lot of stories about friendship, about people getting famous. We have 30 Smule weddings and over 20 babies. So I think that's a heartwarming app to work for. It's a great community. And that's where I want to end it by saying, alone it's music, together it's magic. Thank you very much for sharing this magic with me.